Okay, so I actually got a few questions on this interview question. Given an array of integers, find all the missing sequential integers. So sometimes it's only missing one. Sometimes it's missing two. Sometimes it's missing a bunch of numbers that's consecutive integers. So let's go through each level. Okay, it's actually really simple. All you need is a simple for loop for two of these and another while loop for the challenge one. So we're going to run this for loop as long as I is less than arr.length, increasing the I by 1. Okay, so each time that this is looping, what do we want to check for? Well, I'm going to write this check and then explain it. We're going to check if arr at I plus 1, and we're going to check if that's not equal to arr at index plus 1, like this. So what does this mean? If everything is in order, like from 1 to 3, when it's looping at number 1, it's going to see, hey, arr at I, which is 1. If I plus 1 to that, is it going to be equal to the next value? And in this case, it's yes. 1 is equal to 2 if you add 1 to it, and so on. But when it hit 3, it's not going to pass that check because 3 plus 1 is 4, and it's not 5. So this condition will run. So then we know that the answer is just going to be arr at I plus 1, like this. Okay, so we see the 4. But why do we also see the 6? Well, that's because we end at 5. So this is going to checking, hey, 5 plus 1 is not equal to undefined because we don't have anything else. So how do we check if we're on the last index? I'll do const is last index will be equal to, hey, let's check if the index is strictly equal to arr.length minus 1. And then this condition will only run if the first part passes and we're not on the last index, like this. Okay, so now you see we only have 4. If I copy in this next one, which is missing 2 of them, we see that we actually get the correct answer as well. We get 4 and 6. What happens if I put in this challenge one right here? It can't do the 6, 7, 8, 9. It stops at 6. But we can actually fix that. It's not too hard. So when this happens, what you want to do is you're going to do a diff, const the difference. Hey, what's the difference between the next value, so arr at I plus 1, minus the current value that we're on? And then I'm going to do let count is equal to 1. And then now inside of this if, and still inside of the for loop, I'm going to do a while loop. So I'm going to do while count is less than the difference. What are we going to do? Well, first we do count plus plus, and then I'm just going to console.log. What? I'm going to console.log arr at I plus the count. Oh, and line 14, count is less than diff. See, we get 6, 7, 8, 9. But how does this work? Okay, so once it gets to the 5, this part is going to run. It's going to do 10 minus 5, that's 5. And then the count is 1. So then the while loop runs because count is 1, but the difference is 5. So now it's going to console.log, hey, what's the current value? It's 5. Okay, it's 5, but add that to the count. The count is 1. So it's 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and so on. Then once it gets bigger than 9, this while loop won't run. So then we don't see anything, which is exactly what we want. Cool, right? Now, is this going to affect the original problems that we had? No, it actually doesn't, right? Because the while loop is not going to run. Okay, I hope that was helpful.